In the stillness behind every thought, beneath every movement, lies an infinite expanse of silent potential. This quiet place, the unmanifested space of all possibilities, is not mere emptiness, not simply void. It is the quantum silence, the hidden fabric from which all forms, energies, and realities emerge. Imagine, if you will, a canvas without paint, a sky without clouds, an ocean without waves. This is the quantum field, a pure, boundless silence that holds the possibility of everything, yet appears as nothing. This quantum silence is the womb of creation. From the stillness, from the emptiness, emerges every particle, every atom, every star. In physics, we speak of fields and particles, but beneath these expressions, beyond even the quantum fluctuations, there exists a profound silence. It is in this silence that consciousness, awareness itself, resides. When we close our eyes and gently withdraw from the sensory world, we return to this place of quietude. It is here that we touch the origin of existence, the source of all creation. To understand quantum silence, we must step beyond the noise and complexity of our external world. Our minds are constantly busy, entangled in thought, emotion, and memory. But beneath this turbulence, something profound and infinite awaits discovery. A silent field of pure consciousness, vibrating subtly with infinite potential. In quantum physics, scientists have discovered something fascinating. What we call empty space is not empty at all, but teeming with virtual particles, fluctuations that continually appear and disappear. These fleeting forms emerge from nothingness, dance momentarily, and return into the void. But this void is no simple absence. It is pregnant with possibility, infinitely rich, infinitely powerful. Consider the moment before creation, the instant before the Big Bang. Everything that now exists, all the galaxies, stars, planets, and even you, emerged from a singular point of infinite density, yet indescribable silence. Quantum silence is that state of pure potentiality, the zero-point field, the ground state of being. In this silent field, time and space dissolve into pure awareness, into an undifferentiated unity from which everything emerges and returns. This unity is what mystics, sages, and scientists alike have touched upon, recognizing it as the fundamental reality behind all appearances. When we begin to sense the depth of quantum silence, we touch upon the profound truth that form is not fundamental, but consciousness is. Rupert Spira beautifully illustrates this by asking us to notice the space in which objects appear. This space, ever present and unchanging, is the very foundation of our experience. Objects, sensations, thoughts, and emotions come and go, but the silence, the empty presence that perceives them, remains constant and unchanging. This presence is the quantum silence within us, the silent witness that observes without judgment, without attachment, eternally free. In meditation, as taught by Dr. Joe Dispenza, we learn to enter this silent state consciously, intentionally. We shift our awareness from the material realm, the realm of form and thought, into this invisible, unmanifested dimension of pure consciousness. Through this practice, we learn to rest in quantum silence, allowing ourselves to become no one, no thing, in no time. And in doing so, we enter a state of pure potentiality, where transformation, healing, and manifestation become possible, even inevitable. From the quantum perspective, the universe is not a collection of isolated, independent objects, but rather an interconnected web of potentials. Every particle, every star, every human being is a ripple in the quantum ocean, a temporary expression emerging from silence and returning to silence. When we look deeply enough, we see that the apparent solidity of matter dissolves into waves of possibility, shimmering within the emptiness. Physicists describe this phenomenon through quantum entanglement, where particles separated by vast distances remain mysteriously connected, influencing each other instantaneously beyond space and time. This entanglement reveals a profound truth about reality itself. Separation is an illusion. At the deepest level, everything is interconnected through this silent, invisible quantum field. We too are woven into this tapestry of silence. Our thoughts, intentions, and awareness ripple through this quantum web, shaping our reality and the universe itself. Quantum silence, therefore, is not merely a theoretical concept. It is the living, breathing fabric of our daily lives. Every moment of silence, every pause between thoughts, is an opening into infinite potential. This is where we transcend our limited identities and tap into something greater than ourselves. When we learn to live from this silent space, we move beyond the habitual, conditioned reactions of our past. Instead, we step into the freshness and creativity of the present moment, allowing new possibilities to emerge spontaneously from quantum silence. This silent space is the bridge between spirituality and science, uniting ancient wisdom with modern physics. Mystics and sages throughout history have spoken of emptiness, stillness, and silence as gateways to deeper truth. Quantum physics remarkably echoes this ancient understanding, revealing that the material universe emerges not from substance, but from emptiness, from silence itself. What ancient teachers called emptiness, quantum physicists describe as the zero-point field, the energetic vacuum that holds infinite energy and potential. When we embrace quantum silence, we awaken to our true nature. We recognize ourselves as not merely physical beings in a physical universe, but as conscious beings arising from and returning to this infinite silence. The beauty of quantum silence is its simplicity. It requires no effort, no striving. It is always present beneath the noise and chaos of life, patiently waiting for us to notice its quiet invitation. In moments of deep meditation, we can experience firsthand the transformative power of quantum silence. As our minds become still, the boundaries of our individual selves dissolve into the infinite expanse of pure consciousness. Here, healing occurs naturally, effortlessly, because we return to our original state of coherence and harmony. From this state, new possibilities effortlessly flow into our lives, guided by our clear intentions and elevated emotions. Imagine living your life from the spaciousness of quantum silence. Imagine making choices not from fear or limitation, but from an expansive awareness of infinite potential. Every thought, every emotion, every action then becomes an expression of your highest potential, aligned with the creative intelligence of the universe. This is the power of quantum silence. It aligns our lives with universal coherence, inviting us into a harmonious relationship with the very fabric of reality.
In our daily lives, we rarely pause to notice the silent gaps between sounds, the spaces between objects, or the stillness between thoughts. Yet these gaps, these silent intervals, hold profound significance. They are the quantum silence, the empty space from which creativity, intuition, and insight emerge. Artists, inventors, and visionaries throughout history have spoken of moments when their greatest inspirations arose from deep silence, from stillness, from the empty space between ideas. To access quantum silence is to return home, to our natural state of infinite potential. In this silence, we are no longer bound by the limitations of our personal history, conditioning, or beliefs. We step beyond the constraints of linear time and enter into the timeless, boundless expanse of the quantum field. Here, we become creators of reality, consciously influencing the unfolding of our lives and the universe itself. Quantum silence invites us to experience life from the inside out, to live from the silent, creative space at the core of our being. When we recognize silence not as absence, but as fullness, not as nothingness, but as infinite potential, our entire perspective shifts. The universe ceases to be an external place, separate and distant from us. Instead, it becomes a dynamic expression of the silence within us. Ultimately, quantum silence teaches us to live consciously and intentionally, aware of our deep interconnectedness with everything that exists. It is the space where we discover that who we truly are is inseparable from the infinite intelligence, creativity, and potentiality that birthed the cosmos itself. This profound understanding transforms our lives, inviting us to live authentically, creatively, and in harmony with the universe. In this profound silence, we recognize the mystery of existence. Where there appears to be nothing, everything becomes possible. Quantum silence is where creation is born, eternally unfolding from emptiness into form. Embrace this silence. Discover within it your deepest truth and highest potential. For in quantum silence, we find not emptiness, but the infinite source from which all things arise. Quantum silence is not merely emptiness. It is the infinite wellspring from which everything emerges. By embracing this silent realm within ourselves, we connect deeply with the creative power of the universe, shaping our reality consciously. Remember, where there appears to be nothing, all possibilities begin.